Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. I know this is going to be a treat, guys. I've had this a couple of times before. I've actually brewed a clone recipe of this particular beer, and I had one of my subscribers say, I don't see this beer review on it. And I thought I reviewed it, but I couldn't find it. So evidently I drank it and didn't review it or whatever. So if any of you guys know that I've reviewed this one before, let me know. And if I have, this is a re-review. This is a 2015 edition of it. But I didn't see it where I had done it, so don't know how this one slipped through the cracks. So, this is Victory Storm King, and it is an Imperial Stout. Benny sent this one to me, so Benny, thanks a bunch, brother, for sending me those beers that you sent. Like I said, I have had this beer, so I know what to expect. But I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag right yet. Or you guys that have not had this one before. Victory makes a lot of tasty beers. Some of them I am not real fond of, but a lot of that they do are pretty tasty, and I consider this one of the tastier ones. So, this is a big beer, guys. It says 9.1% here and 9.2% here. I'm not actually sure it has it on here. This says enjoyed by January 28th of 2020. So I think we got a few months left to go since it's only 2015. For your taste, it does not have it. Yep, 9.1. Here it is, right over there. 12 fluid ounces says 9.1. So Beer Advocate says 9.20. They're wrong! 9.1. Imperial Stout, Russian Imperial Stout. Should be a lot of cocoa, coffee maybe, roasted malt, maybe some caramel or some candied sugar or brown sugar in this. So let's go over to the food pairings and see what we get. It's going to be your typical food pairings for your Imperial Stout. Cuisine is your buttery brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss, and since it is a stout, and especially Imperial Stout, it goes well with your chocolate dishes. And the meat for this is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat, which is pretty good because I got the grill fired up and got some stuffed burgers on the grill that I am grilling as we speak while I'm doing this intro. A glassware to pint Bacchanalic tumbler snifter, oversized wine glass. Brought out the double glass for this one. And it says here it can be settled for a long period under the proper conditions, as you can tell by the best by date, which is 2020, which is 5 years away. This is a good one. You could sell this one for a lot longer than that if you wanted to. It's a 9% of this beer is going to keep 10, 15, 20 years if you sell it correctly, guys. So, with that being said, let's get the cap off of this one and get it into the glass. Final beer of the evening. .1%. Let's go down the center and see what we get as far as the head. Straight down the center, start to finish, and it looks like we got just a tad more than a finger of head. Well, that's right at a finger of head, not much more than that. Nice creamy, tight, khaki colored head on there. A little bit bigger bubbles where I poured it so aggressive, but the side is really tight bubbles. Over to the light, guys, I am seeing none in this particular glass. It is very opaque, very dark. Let's get a nose on it. Rich roasted malt. Some hint of coffee. Bittersweet chocolate. maybe even some dark fruit in there, but it's right out of the fridge, and those aromas and tastes will come out as it warms up to room temperature. A nice sweetness on the back end. I don't have the IBUs listed here, I don't think. No, I don't see it there or there. Commercial description on this one says, over here it says, with a huge Pacific Northwest hop aroma and character up front, Storm King subsides into massive roast malt complexity, more flavor than mere words can adequately describe. Rich and substantial, it will warm your heart. And here it says, emerging from the deepest shades of darkness, a rolling crescendo of flavors bursts forth from this robust stout. The thundering, hoppy appeal of Storm King subsides into the mellow subsidies of roasted malt, exhibiting an espresso-like depth of character in its finish. An exquisite blend of imported malts and whole flower American hops merge harmoniously in this complex ale. Discover the dark intrigue of Storm King as it reveals the rich, substantial flavors that it holds within. Cheers. Cheers, Benny. Thank you, brother. As you can see, the head has subsided and is barely covering the top of the beer. Oh, that's so damn good. Super rich roasted malt, almost to the burnt characteristics. Bittersweet chocolate, cocoa, hints of coffee, tobacco. Prime candidate to fire up a cigar with this one. May have to get the Drew Estates undercrown out for this one. Nice bitterness on the back end to match up with that sweetness of the malt on this. A little bit of floral, citrusy hoppiness in this. It does have some bitterness. I would say the IBUs are up considerably on this one. Probably into the 50s or 60s, maybe even into the 70s on this. Oh man, that's delicious, guys. Like I said, I have had this beer several times before. I have made a clone of it, and the other half loved the clone that I made of this. And it can be a little boozy fresh, but if you're used to drinking the bigger beers, the 9, 10, 11, 12 percenters, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But if you're used to drinking the 5, 6, 7 percenters, you are going to notice a little more alcohol in this. But it's right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. Let me sip on it for a while and fire up the stick and tend to the grill, and I'll come back and do the final chug and grade on this one in just a second. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on this about 40 minutes or so. Very nice beer. Very, very nice beer. Very tasty Imperial Russian Stout, or Russian Imperial Stout, however you want to call it. A lot of cocoa, a lot of bittersweet chocolate, hints of coffee, hints of tobacco, a lot of rich roasted malt, almost to the burnt characteristics. Maybe some hints of some dark fruit in there, maybe some plums, dates, raisins, or figs. Very nice. Very, very nice. Date on the label, not on the bottle. Enjoyed by 2020. Good 5 years down the road, and this beer is going to keep for I'd say a lot longer than that if you sell it correctly. It's a very tasty beer. Like I said, I've done a clone of this beer and brewed it myself, and it was pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Didn't last very long in the keg. She drank it up pretty quick. So let's do the final chug. I'm getting almost a hint of some smokiness from the burnt malt. nice. Very, very nice. Final chug. Wow. That's delicious. Everything you'd want. Only way you can make this beer better was to put it in some bourbon barrels. Guys, for me, it's 9 out of 10. It is kicking the door down on a 10, as far as I'm concerned. It is right up there. Numeric rating on it says a 9 out of 10. Numeric rating on this is a 98 or 99. It's that close to a 100. And if you say it's a 100, I would not argue with that one bit. It is pretty damn tasty. For what it is, it's awesome. It is very, very, very tasty. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 92 in the outstanding range. It is an outstanding beer. If you can get your hands on this beer and you're a Russian Imperial Stout or Imperial Russian Stout fan, it is worthwhile for you to pick this beer up. It is very, very tasty. Got everything going on, and it's only going to get better as it sits in cellars in the fridge over time. It's going to be better in 2020 probably than it is right now in 2015. So all those flavors are going to combine and come together a little bit better, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says overall 196 in the style. So 90s all around, guys, and 100 from these guys. And I wouldn't argue with that. If you say it's a 100 beer, I'd say, yeah, it absolutely is. So, but I'm a big fan of those bourbon barrel versions of stuff like this. Didn't get enough bourbon for my taste, evidently. So if you've had this one from Victory, their Storm King Imperial Stout, let me know what you think. And Benny, thanks again, brother, for sending this one down to me. I don't know how it slipped through the cracks and I didn't get it reviewed, but we have now. So, very awesome beer. Very awesome beer. Probably one of the best offerings from Victory as far as I'm concerned. So, if you've had it, let me know. And come on back tomorrow. Let's go see what's in that fridge. See you then.